In this vlog, we will learn the parts of a computer, how to disassemble a computer, and how to assemble a computer. So what is disassembling a computer? Disassembling a system unit means disconnecting the different components of a computer. Generally, people want to know both assemble and disassemble steps of a computer. Therefore, I am sharing my ideas to help you to assemble and disassemble a computer system. First step, unplug the AC power supply to the PC from wall socket. This one is the first step to begin a PC disassemble process. Always remember first, disconnect all the power supply connected to your computer system before starting to remove parts. Step 2. Remove the case covering. Loose the screws and remove the case covering to access the inside parts of the CPU cabinet case. Step 3. Unplug bus cables and ATX power cables. Disconnect all the cables one by one inside the CPU case. First, disconnect ATX power cables from the motherboard. After that, disconnect power supply cables, bus cables from HDD or SSD, and motherboard. Step 4. Remove adapter cards if any. If any adapter is connected, then disconnect the card from the motherboard. Step 8. Remove the power supply unit. We already know SMPS supplies power to the various parts of the computer system. Here you need to remove the SMPS from CPU cabinet case. Then the last steps, remove the motherboard. The final step of the PC disassemble process is this one. Carefully remove the motherboard from the CPU cabinet case. And now, let's dive in to the next part. Step 1. Take inventory. Before you start, take inventory of your parts. Make sure you have the following components and tools with you. First, case, tower, cabinet, motherboard, processor, heatsink and CPU fan, SMPS, hard disk drive, CD and DVD drive, RAM, CMOS battery, and a good screwdriver sets. Step 2. Make space, make time. Building a PC takes space. You can use your dining room table to build your PC. So, make sure you have plenty of workspace and a few hours to proceed with minimal interruption. You must work on a flat, stable tabletop surface or bare floor, where you have room to lay out all of the items to begin with assemble. Step 3. Prepare your CPU cabinet. Now it is time to prepare the case. Remove the case cover from the CPU cabinet. You need to check screw brass standoffs are perfectly placed or not. If it is not in a proper position, in that case, you need to position them accurately. Always check the manual and follow their instructions. Step 4. Install the motherboard. You must take great care, especially installing the motherboard. First, remove the motherboard of its packaging and put it on top of the anti-static bag it came in. Remember, you always want to safeguard your components from potentially hazardous static electricity. Step 15. Front panel connector connection. Use your motherboard user manual and find the description of front panel connectors. First, attach each of the tiny leads from the power and reset switches. After that, the hard disk, activity lights, the PC speaker, and any front panel USB to the corresponding pin on your motherboard.
어릴 적엔 비가 오는 게 싫었어. 운동장 밖에 엄마들 속에 안개 너를 볼 때면 그땐 그게 너무나